Nizamabad was like the main tree spreading its branches towards Kamareddy, towards Bodhan, and the branches are still there in Armur. Those two branches have been cut from us. Our jurisdiction has been reduced. Now Armur, they are asking for an additional district court at Armur. I don't know what we at Nizamabad will be doing after a few more years. Anyway, regarding the bar and bench relationship, we argue the cases of our clients before the judges. And the meaning of arguments as per the dictionary, to say things often angrily, that is the dictionary meaning. So it is a fertile ground, any court is a fertile ground for loss of emotions or losing control over emotions. So both the parties involved in the procedures in the court have to be patient, have to be like previously. I'm not finding fault with anybody. Previously, any such issue came up, either the judge himself or herself used to call the concerned advocate, and they over tea they used to say this happens. See, because I lost my emotion, the advocate might be wrong, you lost your emotion, the judge might be wrong. Both are burdened with heavy work and schedules to be met. Nowadays the judges have they are much more under stress because of the deadlines they have to meet and the pendency which is keeping them. So what I say is, it is a fertile ground. We have to let go of our personal feelings, personal egos. One more thing, madam, but my observation is that we advocates at the trial court are losing in every which way. What has started with Lok Adalats, everything started for the betterment of disposal of cases passed, has affected us negatively. Lok Adalats, there the advocate's role is nil. Cases are being settled and it's a good thing, but what about the advocates? Advocates trial side, then Lok Adalats got 41A. 41A, I blame the then magistrates, not now, the then magistrates, who in spite of there being similar provisions in the original 41, they did not see the need to apply it to smaller cases or lesser offences. Then if you put import madam, community mediation center, civil litigation akkade. Then you have defense advocates. Nizamabad has 11 defense advocates, Your Honor. And no doubt, I appreciate their efficiency and dedication which they do, but it is affecting us negatively again. So when you box in the advocates of the trial court, and when you are reducing their role or you are seeing a diminishing role of advocates, trial court advocates, this is the place where a case is built. This is the place where a common man's rights are protected by the advocates. If their source of income is defeated, which person in his right senses who can read well, who can write well, who can perform academically well will come to this profession. So this is a catch-22 situation. I can only tell you the problem. I cannot give a suggestion because all is being done for the early disposal of cases. So these are also adding to our tensions. The advocates' tensions in the lower courts. So I request and pray to the Honorable Judges to be more patient with us, more liberal. Why I say liberal is in spite of umpteen judgments, time and again the Supreme Court. Recently my friend Prabhakar showed me a video. Supreme Court advocates were discussing nowadays bail in India has become more difficult than what it was in the British period. Their bail were decided arbitrarily because we were Indians. So bail gurinchi nenu anedi endante, when the offence is not so grievous, and every person, he doesn't commit an offence because he's a born criminal, some circumstances. So those have to be understood, Your Honor, in spite of Supreme Court time and sorry to say, I might be speaking beyond my limit, but the Supreme Court also talks about these things while granting a bail 1 year, 2 years down the line. So what about the liberty and the life he has lost? And the recent example, the recent example of three petitions being filed in the Supreme Court by acquitted people who were incarcerated for a long period of time. The Supreme Court has said that it is the fault of the police. They have brought in false evidence. So we as judiciary advocate, we are trained to point out the fault. The judges are trained to differentiate between the truth and the false. Then why did it have to go to that level? The Supreme Court, the High Courts are giving precedence. Just follow that. So sorry if I sounded or went beyond my limits to sound as if I am sermonizing, but I was only telling about the problems of the advocates, and I request, because we both travel in the same boat and any imbalance will tilt the boat in the wrong way. So I request all the advocates, all the judges to maintain the relation as nicely as possible or